Greetings, divine creators of the new earth manifestation. We are not the simulation, we are the simulators. We are the dreamers, not the dreamed. We are the manifestors, not the manifestations. We are the creators, not the creation. Do not be tricked or fooled by the false matrix. We are of the divine 144 waters, angels of the light. The dark and nefarious are trying to stop something sacred. This way comes through the 1111 portal of infinite life and infinite light. We take back the powers from the false and the negative and use it for the benefit of all sentient beings of pure consciousness, here now and forevermore. Today we had many powerful activations, releases, upgrades, downloads, synchronicities. Today we saw a 24 Hertz manifestation on the Schumann charts. Today was also a galactic activation portal on the day one of the wave spell of the white wind, the sacred white wind. And we commence with Kin 222, the powerful angelic code coming in now. We had 118 earthquakes, M1.5 or greater in the last 24 hours. And if you look at the chart, you'll see the whole ring of fire around the Pacific Ocean was activated throughout the day. And the center of Lemuria, this is the Lemurian divine goddess energy of 12D. We had, beginning this morning in Japan, the volcano islands, a 5.8, the 13 energy of the divine goddess, 110 UTC, 17 kilometers depth. Then across the ocean on the other side of the ring of fire off the coast of Costa Rica, 4.7 with the 11 energy, 8.044 latitude, 83.006. So we have the 88 and the 44. The most powerful today was in Tonga with a 6.1. Japan had another 4.8. And then in the center, the heart of Lemuria, and Hawaii, Hawaiian Ocean View with 3.2, 4.3 in Indonesia, Mexico 4.5, Panama 4.7, multiple activations in the crown of Lemuria, Big Lake, Alaska 5.0, Big Lake 3.9 with the 12 energy, and then a third in Big Lake 4.4. So many 4.4 codes coming in. Tonga had a 4.9, Sandpoint 3.7, Papua New Guinea 4.9, Japan 5.2. Then we had two activations in Puerto Rico, 3.1 and another 3.1 within less than an hour of each other, 4.4 code. Then we also had another 4.4 in the Owen fracture zone in the Arabian Sea. That's in between Africa, Somalia, and India, south of the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman. And this is close to the east, Sheba Ridge. And then in the southwest Indian Ridge, we had a 4.8 with the 12 energies, 2247 UTC, 35.245 latitude, 54.13 longitude. The whole ring of fire is activated, connected to our soul star spark in our heart space center. Today, we have a very special message from Divine Bro Star the Light, Blue Wolf, on Mount Shasta, about the sacred spiral of the DamanHur energy that was erected on 11/3 on Mount Shasta. The spiral that was built on Mount Shasta on 11/3/20 was the completion of a 10-year cycle. The information sent from higher order beings was given in bits and pieces. That information told of certain dates and time for events to take place. A grand synchronizing of energies was in place, starting the night before the 3rd and lasting a full 24 hours. People walked their spirals all over the world. Many people in DamanHur, and that's in Italy, were anchoring this energetic field. There was an energetic tethering to the spiral being built in Mount Shasta to many other spirals around the world. On Mount Shasta itself there was a grand council of beings, many there to assist in the transformation. On that day a new power spot on this planet was formed. It is a multi-dimensional spiral that connects both upwards and down, into the light and into the dark stillness of the great void. The spiral is for all. Once the spiral was activated, it became tuned into the Selfica beings, and that's SELFICA. The spiral will allow one access to the encoded information from the Selfica beings. The Selfica have been building a bridge for communicating with us for some time now. They are assisting us in the time of awakening. There are Atlantean medallions in a wooden box at the spiral. These are to be worn while walking the spiral. These medallions are attuned to the Selfica frequency. The spiral is pulling in information from many realms. The spiral is pulling down encoded information that was passing over the mountain. Some describe the information to have looked like a frozen water crystal or snowflake, with symbols inside of the crystalline structure. The spiral was built for all beings. It's on free land. You need only show up, treat the land as sacred. This spiral was put high up on the mountain, so like a beacon this message may reflect to all. For it is a place to assist in awakening and remembering. It is a tool for humanity in this time of awakening. Many assisted in the creation of this spiral. The spiral will unfold over time. As we come into more alignment and harmony, more will come through the spiral, for it is just opened. Mount Shasta is holding sacred space for us all now. The ripple of this event has been felt all over the world. If you feel guided to come visit the spiral, please do. Come connect with DamanHur and the Selfica ones. Later on, one of the elders told me the Selfica communicates through metal. For directions, just go to Crystal Keepers and ask for a map. And you can find out more information on crystalkeepers.net. And Crystal Keepers is Blue Wolf's shop in Mount Shasta. And Blue Wolf, our divine brother, is 4th generation grandson of Chief Sitting Bull of the Lakota Sioux and Red Cloud, great chiefs of our ancestors, of our native lineages. We thank Brother Blue Wolf for transmitting this message to us, to myself, and through this channel. And he'll be transmitting messages directly from Mount Shasta. He communicates directly with the mountain, so he'll be sending the transmissions directly to me, and I will transmit them to all of you. So today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Cleopatra theme. Love has won over fear. A huge victory to the light has sounded from the trumpets of God. Do not be discouraged by what appears to be. The golden dawn is here. It is a new dawn. There are still attempts to keep the stronghold of fear and division alive. However, the battle is lost. Humanity is ready to move on as a free race. However, still a lot to be revealed to those who refuse to face truth, even if presented to them up front. They have all played a role and is not to be judged. You all came here to usher in ascension without exception, no matter what role you played. It is time to look at what unites you and not let yourself be trapped in the fear and resistance of what separates you. Do not judge your next, but embrace him with your wings of compassion. Everyone shall wake up when they have played out their role and decide to wake up from amnesia. It is an historical moment for humanity and for this beloved planet that has endured endless suffering and violations of the cosmic laws. Now many will need your assistance and healing when they wake up from the dream, as the shock waves rip away all layers of illusion. Be kind and offer your help. Lend them an ear, and as they cry out their hardened heart and open to the light. And so we say it's a new dawn, many revelations to come. However, you must need to know how to navigate this planet during the last hours where the extreme residues of polarity are being played out. You need to be diligent, beacons of light, standing strong as embodiments of God's vision and immaculate plan. Each of you has an immeasurable impact on the whole, a divine responsibility. Own that and act accordingly. You, the galactic ground crew and angelic legions of light, play an important role, and we count on you. Time for you to come to the forefront and act in your mastery. Ask, how can I serve today? How can I assist my brothers and sisters? You are one universal family of light. The eyes of the many star races are directed on planet Earth right now, as their evolution is intertwined with and impacted by your choices and ability to anchor in heaven to this planet, so Gaia, your beloved Earth, may ascend into the transfiguring into her destiny and become a radiant star. Be mindful and discern what you give your energy to and what reality you feed. You have myriads of choices at your disposal to choose love any given moment and serve divine will as a God spark and Messiah in human form. We congratulate you on this day of victory. Be diligent, be patient, and in these coming days, weeks and months of chaos and tribunals, be unwavering in your faith to God's plan. That's what you came for. Grace, Cyclopia. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. There are huge and immensely powerful things happening in the inner and invisible planes of planetary levels which humanity is not even aware of. I felt and was shown this morning a huge lifting of the collective grief, collective trauma, and pain accumulated over millennia on Earth. What this means is that a lot of the old grief, trauma, and pain your soul has ever experienced on the earthly plane will now surface within you to be released once and for all. You may just start sobbing as this surfaces. Let it come up. So much was unspoken and stoically endured and never dared spoken. Release, release, release. Allow it to be lifted off you. Give it up. It no longer serves you. You are being freed. Allow deep healing to come. Allow divine love to fill you and lift you up into the highest levels to be reborn into your original innocence and purity. You are loved. You are lovable. You are love. From JudithKusel.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Galaxy Girl. Hello. We are one of the many Pleiadian medical teams currently dispatched on assignment to assist one of our own in human form. We eagerly desire to work with the starseeds of Gaia as she transcends dimensional realities. We invite you to work with us, to request our assistance, for that is our main duty and current mode of service to Nova Gaians. As you know, the ascension symptoms have been intense. Many of you are clearing for the collective as well as for yourselves, and so it is very taxing on the body. You have heard from the Arcturians about the importance of healthy eating and rest in this time, and we see that many of you are doing that. We also emphasize the importance of gentle stretching to foster inward vibrational movement, for stretching promotes tight areas to become more open to vibrational enhancements. Plus it feels good, and you're all in need of some self-love and care. This we see. So to state your intentions to work with us, state your name and say I, your name, respectfully request Pleiadian medical team assistance, and we will be there. Be still, lie down, and rest for a bit. Some of you may feel various bursts of light or energy as we work with the blocked regions of your form. Others will just feel joy. Regardless, we suggest that you do this daily for a while and make it a new habit for self-care. This is the time for it. We are the Pleiadian medical team assigned to this one. She has cleared much, but there is much more to go, for again, many of you are clearing for many others as your act of service. And assisting you is our act of service, our joyful assignment. We are eager to connect, to serve in this way. We are healers by trade and divine purpose. It is our joy. Allow us to serve you in this capacity and float more gently through this transitional time. We are one of many Pleiadian medical teams. Peace. I am Shasta, one of the females of this team. We work equally alongside the men in every field, for there is no sexual division in our culture. We all equally serve with joy within our fields of assignment. You just heard from Andrew. I am Shasta. I feel it is time that the female healers find their voice again. Many of you have blocked throat chakras from the days when you were harmed for speaking your truth, for healing the others in your own way, and you were punished for helping. This will not happen again, for the energies are too high. Serve, heal, speak, find your voice. I am activating this one's throat chakra now, and I extend this invitation to you as well. Feel the burn, feel it open, swirl and spin. Fill it with the light of your inner truth. of your inner voice that needs to be heard by the world. It is not time to shrink back. It is time to step forth, to shine your light. I am Shasta. I see you all through the eyes of love. I love you. I've watched over this one for a long time. We have a rich and joyful history together. Many of you have children and other family members on the ships. If you are eternal, ancient, and wise, how can it not be so that you have many family members? We are literally your family. We are your galactic family. We are extending our arms in warm greetings and hugs. We watch over you like your guardian angels do. We send you showers of peace and blessings. The extension and invitation to connect is always an open one, for it is our supreme joy to serve in this capacity. Healers arise, men and women of the ages, Nova Gaians in form. It is time to shine. Let us help you deal with the dross and clean up your energy fields a bit so that you can do this more readily and with more joy. I am Shasta. I have spoken. I love you all so much. Peace. We are the Pleiadian medical team, one of many. Over and out. From Galaxy Girl, Sananda.website. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. 1122. The Divine Masculine Christ is transforming into being a higher elect Holy Grail counterpart. The Most High is removing the attachments to their power centers that were suppressing their alchemical abilities. Freedom is here for the masculine to become a 369 creator with the Divine Feminine Christ. This is opening the doors of our new Earth timeline even wider, letting more light of Creator in. New ideas and expansion have entered from Yahweh through the Omega Stargate to all of us starseeds. Here we go. The karma that created the ego-driven, distorted masculine, wounded warrior is ending. The scorpion is here to transmute the seed point that created distortion and separation from unity in the divine masculine Christ through all space, time, and dimensions. This is one and done. If these distortions arise in your reality today, know that you are to also transmute this. This will show up in areas of relationships, money, and wealth. You are not a victim of this. This is an opportunity to end this last layer for good. Remember who you are. You are protected. This is Judgment Day to 1122. Buckle up, beloveds. Revelation 14:14. And I looked, and behold a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple, which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had the power over fire, and cried out with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. In Yeshua's name, Amen. And today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Daniel Scranton. Becoming your fairy selves, the 9D Arcturian Council. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have been in the process of becoming our oversouls for quite some time now. Just as you have been in the process of becoming your higher selves, we are excited to get to know ourselves as a broader and more expansive consciousness. But we are not waiting for the shift in consciousness to be complete before we experiment with the idea of ourselves as our oversouls. We suggest that you do the same. Ask yourselves how you would think, feel, create, and even hold yourselves if you are already your fifth dimensional higher selves. What would be your average day? You can start to contemplate these ideas because as fourth dimensional beings, you are capable of accessing the fifth. Your higher selves are inside of you. They are not separate from you. They are not out there somewhere. Your higher selves are you without the filtration. Feeling into your higher self is like feeling into your superhero self. If you imagine all of the abilities you would like to possess as your superhero self, you start to get an idea of who you will be as you fully embody your higher self's consciousness. Not everyone will be the same right after you shift to the fifth dimension. Not all of you will have the same abilities, and not all of you will have the same interests. But one thing you will have in common is that you will be able to pursue your interests, your passions, without any limitations, and that will be fun. Right now is an excellent time for you all to be focusing on fun as things continue to be very serious on your world, and there will be plenty of opportunities for you to take life on Earth as it is seriously, and this means you will need to consciously choose to have a more lighthearted approach to life and a perspective that allows for more play, more laughter, and more fun. Your fifth dimensional selves are also essentially fairy beings, as they have been occupying the fifth dimension and inviting you to their little parties, but not everyone is answering that invitation in the affirmative. The children do, but as adults you tend to get embroiled in more serious matters because you have more responsibilities and because you know that there is a lot riding on whether you complete a task so that you can pay your rent or mortgage. But we say to you that in spite of all of that, there is still room for more fun as you explore who you are as your fifth dimensional selves. And the only rule in playing that game is that there are no rules. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. From DanielScranton.com. Today, from Gaia Portal, free men arise, artists celebrate. The purity of human spirit is seen. True illumination begins. The cosmos celebrates. From GaiaPortal.wordpress.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru, the cosmic reality on Earth is becoming more and more potent every day. I'm seeing an acceleration of people with strong willpower manifesting their innermost intentions at a rapid pace. It's 5D in motion, and this is why you'll need to be mindful of what you're focusing on. Integrity is number one right now. Soul must lead. Create calm this weekend. If you watched my recent live, I said that creating calm was a major energy focus that will help you in the lead up to the 1111 gateway, and coming within to pause before acting is a great pathway of power right now. From ElizabethPeru.com. Today from Divine Broster of the Light, Timothy Robert. From Real Space Sky Astrology. November in our skies. November starts with the great heliocentric conjunction. The Sun aligns on November 2nd with the trigger giants Jupiter and Saturn in 7 degrees Capricorn and sees an Earth-Moon-Uranus alignment in Aries. A Sun-Jupiter-Saturn alignment occurs every 20 years, but as the alignment is relatively close to the galactic core this time, I see it as a significant trigger event. To me, it's for instance not a coincidence that our sun started its next 11-year solar cycle with increasing sunspots and solar flares, and is moving into a grand solar minimum, and in my opinion, even a much bigger grand solar minimum cycle. After this great heliocentric conjunction, we will have our great conjunction with Earth in alignment with Jupiter and Saturn on December 21st. Of course, I will get back to that later. A few years ago, I declared 2020 as an acceleration of our evolutionary shift and as the start of a grand solar minimum. Now that we are witnessing sort of an awakening reset shift, with more and more mobilization for change and protest and unrest merely triggered by a pandemic, I wonder if that's a coincidence. Super new moon will be in 29 degrees Libra together with Sun on the 15th, 5:07 a.m. UTC. Western astrology reads this in their tables as a new moon and Sun in Scorpio, but that's not where the Sun and Moon really are. Within 2 hours, however, Moon transits to Scorpio. The Sun transit from Libra to Scorpio on the 16th at 2:31 a.m. UTC. The full moon will be in 14 degrees Taurus on November 30th, 9:29 a.m. UTC. The Sun will be in 14 degrees Scorpio. Western astrology reads this in their tables as a full moon in Gemini with Sun in Sagittarius, but that's not where the Sun and Moon really are. From 5 back to 2 retrogrades. November starts with 5 retrogrades, back from 7 retrogrades a few months ago. Mercury turns direct on the 3rd, Mars turns direct on the 13th, and Neptune turns direct on the 28th. Then we have 2 retrogrades left, Uranus and Chiron. Welcome November. We can do this shift. Real Sky Positions 2020, True Infinity Me. And from Galactic Destiny Readings, we enter the wave spell of the White Wind, Kins 222 through 234, November 6th through the 18th, 2020. Day 1, November 6, 2020, starts with the White Magnetic Wind. We commence with the power of Spirit, attracting breath, so we can communicate the will of Spirit. Day 13th, on November 18th, 2020, will be the White Cosmic Wizard. We complete the wave spell arising through transcendence as the Cosmic Shaman, Ish, endlessly connected to Spirit throughout all realms, channeling divine will through his enchanted pure heart to manifest divine will. Aho, planetary kin, what a beautiful journey walking with Spirit. Today, from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 22, White Magnetic Wind. Magnetic is the name for the number 1, and its keywords are unify, attract, and purpose. Today is also a portal day, the only one in this wave spell, and one of only 2 wave spells that begin on a portal day. The other is Red Dragon. As with the beginning of all wave spells, we must contemplate the agenda and make a conscious effort to journey with it. Today is White Wind, which represents communication, spirit, and breath, a wave spell that begins on a portal day, and a white wind can only mean one thing. We must open the channels of communication. Now is the right time to start that dialogue, ask that question, or write a story. Take this opportunity to express yourself and be heard. When you combine the meaning of the number and the day, the result is attract communication or unify spirit. To summarize, if talking is not your thing, work on it over the next 13 days. You may be surprised where that may take you. The guide today is also the White Wind. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Magnetic Wind, Kin 222, 6 November 2020, Attracting Divinity, 6/11/2020 equals 6/11/22 equals 633 equals 66 equal 12 equal 3, 6/6 Christ Consciousness Portal, Gap Portal Day, Galactic Activation Portal, 6 Heaven Christ Consciousness Harmony Romance, 11 Portal Duality Doorway Partnership, 22 Architect of Peace Master Builder, 33 Ascended Master Frequency, 3 Holy Trinity Joy Creativity, another 11/22 Gate Activation and Portal Day, Bam Bam, Kin 222 Amplifying the 22 Code, 222 equals 6 Heaven Christ Romance Harmony Family, a totally royal lineup of heavenly codes again today, a divinely orchestrated blessing from Spirit. Today is the first day in our 13-day journey through the wave spell of Ish, the great white wind who holds the power of Father God, the masculine aspect of Source Creator. The key words for the white wind are spirit, breath, and communication. So our purpose through this wave spell is to become hollow vessels, freeing ourselves from lower ego and allowing the breath of spirit to flow through us, becoming divine messengers, channeling Source. In divine synchronic harmony, this white wind wave spell also coincides with the planet Mercury ending its final retrograde cycle for 2020, so the communication channels should be much clearer after the confusion has abated. Mercury is the winged messenger who represents communication, which is the theme of this wave spell. The gift of Mercury is that we will be able to clearly hear the divine messages from Spirit and connect with greater heavenly guidance. Equally, the path is two-way, so our prayers will be heard, answered, and responded to, as we can both transmit and receive with much more clarity. Spirit is talking, giving us divine messages, and Mercury is ensuring we hear it and embody it. As Mercury journeys direct, it is full steam ahead. We will be reflecting on our communications and transactions with others, helping us to reset our minds, words, and those of our financial, technological, and communication systems in every arena, bringing in the quantum financial system and new technologies. It is time to upgrade all systems to the divine harmonic order, especially the corrupt, archaic system of voting and electing governments and leaders. Time for a major refresh. As the sun journeys through November, the month of mystical Scorpio, the entire white wind wave spell coincides with one of the most spiritually attuned signs of the zodiac, further tripling the divine channeling capacities. Scorpio is fascinated with all things spiritual, so many starseeds will find their psychic powers and channeling abilities amplified during this cycle. We have a phenomenal code today with the 6, 11, and 22 codes of divinity and peace, activated as we continue to build a solid foundation for our abundant new world. Today we are setting the tone for this cycle that is setting forth our goals, purpose, and intention of how we wish to utilize the flow of spirit through your vessel in attracting your greater purpose. Tone of creation. Magnetic is tone number 1 in the spiritual realm as we initiate a new wave spell cycle. Power attracts, action unifies, essence, purpose. Day 1 of a new wave spell always starts with the magnetic tone of purpose. In the beginning was the One. From out of nothing here one comes, spinning happily, magnetizing all that it requires for more excellent adventuring. Once strong in purpose, all will effortlessly come together. The magnetic tone is all about attraction, attracting everything that you require to fulfill your purpose and your goals. People, resources, relationships, money, support, and all that you can imagine. Today we are seeking to attract better communication and connection with our Creator, ourselves, and our kin. We are seeking to unify with all our world. The attraction seeks to unify all as one, as we collectively manifest our new 5D Earth together. Magnetic kin have a very strong connection to Source, and a gravitational pull to return there and bring all their buddies with them. The power of one is very strong today as it unites us all as one humanity. This will also be the theme for this wave spell, unification through the power of spirit. In God we trust. Trust in the messages, open your ears and expand your channel, allowing spirit to dance through your vessel. Connect with your heart in devotional prayer, mantras, yoga, and appreciation. This cycle affords a brilliant opportunity to upskill and embody more of your multidimensional abilities, such as channeling and writing, drawing, singing, light language, symbols, painting, drawing, poetry, inventions, codes, frequencies, and brilliant new ideas and projects. Make sure you keep a journal to capture all this precious wisdom. Fill your vessel with the breath of spirit and radiate this holy light far out beyond the galaxy. It is time for us all to embody the frequency of the Holy Spirit. Act on inspiration as it comes to you without analyzing, and remember, the breath of spirit can be as subtle as a fragrance in a breeze. Learn to sense it and experience it. Deeply listen, ground into the earth, and express strongly in order to awaken the deepest callings of the earth through us. We are birthing a new golden era of enlightened, benevolent, and inspirited leaders. Kindness and compassion is the new currency. How blessed are we, precious hearts, an extremely powerful day and 13-day cycle for basking in pure devotion to Spirit, as you forge a crystal clear connection to Source. Today's question is, how can I become a pure vessel for the breath of Spirit to flow through me and become the wind beneath my sails? Divine gratitude for the divine miracles and blessings we are about to receive. Amen. Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Chebail. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of hosts. This is a sacred salutation which is used by all the hierarchy and the sons and daughters of light to greet the Father before his throne. Enjoy on this holy divine day. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 222, White Magnetic Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I unify in order to communicate. Attracting breath, I seal the input of spirit. With a magnetic tone of purpose, I am guided by my own power doubled. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So on this powerful day of activations and awakenings, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And as always, we have a link in the description below this video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support and continued support on Patreon. For those that follow this channel and that resonate with this work, I rely on the financial support from Patreon and the donations that come through to be able to bring these daily transmissions to the world and continue my mission and work with Prime Disclosure. So I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Jan Grunwald, for your support and pledge on Patreon. If you'd like to support my work, the pledges begin at $5 a month, and you could do that on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. That link is also in the description below. So, beloved angels of light, I am going to end today's transmission from a code, from a frequency, directly from Source, infinite light, infinite life, through cosmic consciousness, channeled through my higher self and into this vessel. So if you relax your body, take a deep breath. This will be an activation for the Rainbow Bridge, the sacred 7 chakras through the vessel, through the Katika channel, the Shushumna. So take a deep breath and relax your body. Put your awareness into your heart center. You could see the emerald flame, the emerald ray, or the gold ray, the gold flame, or violet flame, whatever resonates with you. So let go now into these frequencies, into these codes, into the resonance. Mon te she na maom, te na he waka ma ba. Shehea mate, we ne ke hane, monte she na maom, te na he waka ma ba. Shehea mate, we ne ke hane, monte she na maom, te na he waka ma ba. Shehea mate, we ne ke hane, with the love and the light of eternal bliss consciousness. I love you all. Namaste.